And welcome to the commencement exercises for the graduating class of 2020. We are so excited to finally get to celebrate this class of seniors. It is so awesome that this graduating class of 2020 gets to be the first Wildcats to enjoy this new football field. At this time, we'd like to ask you to please silence your cell phones. Also, in order to be courteous to our audience, we respectfully ask that if you have small children in attendance tonight, that you remove them from the stadium if they become a distraction. We will now begin with the invocation given by Mr. Tucker Kidd, Senior Class President, followed by the singing of the National Anthem. Gentlemen, please remove your caps and please stay standing for the invocation. If everyone else will please stand.
Will you please bow your heads and pray with me? Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this day and for giving everyone here the ability to partake in this ceremony that is celebrating our achievements. I pray that my classmates and myself are prepared as best as possible for our future endeavors and that we follow the path you have paved for us, Lord. I ask that you allow us to grow and prosper in your name, Lord, and that through all the good and bad, we follow you. Thank you for all that you've done and given us as a class and as a community. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. Now, Jaylee Gandy, sophomore at Idalou High School, will sing our national anthem. Turn toward the flags.
I would like to introduce to you these members of the Idalou School Board and our Superintendent of Schools seated to my right. I will ask them to please stand as they are introduced. Please hold your applause until all of them have been introduced. Idalou ISD Superintendent Robert Gibson. Previous Idalou ISD Superintendent Jim Waller. School Board President Johnny Taylor. School Board Vice President Dustin Moyers. School Board Secretary Philip Hernandez. School Board members Heath Bozeman, Mandy Moore, Jay Sage, and Eric Tucker. Please join me in applauding these individuals for the work they do on behalf of our school. Our welcome this evening will be given by our School Board President, Johnny Taylor.
I'd like to welcome everyone to our 2020 graduation, especially you seniors. This has been a very unusual year, to say the least, at least the finish of it. I was thinking about some of the things that you've gone through, like the last 10 weeks alone. And I was thinking one of these days, when you're my age, you can tell your grandkids about, you can tell them, I didn't even have to go to school the last 10 weeks. And, they're going to go, well, Paul, why not? And you can tell them, because I was the smartest person there and I didn't have to go to school. So that'll be something you can use later on. As a class of 2020, you'll also be able to tell everyone that the school put in a brand new football field just for you to have graduation on. That'll be something that's always remembered and something that won't happen for anybody else. Now, I know some of you are disappointed maybe that you could only have 10 relatives here, but I got to thinking about that, and one thing about just 10 relatives, that probably eliminated that nerdy cousin that always is bugging you and won't leave you alone, so they probably didn't get to come tonight. But just in case, would all the nerdy cousins please wave so we'll know who you are? They got to come? All right, not many, that's good. Your moms did a good job of picking. Now, I want you to remember, seniors, that your parents, this is a hard time for them. They're fixing to they're seeing you leave. You're graduating high school. You're going to be off somewhere doing something, going to school, going to work. You're going to be gone. And there's going to be some tears in their eyes tonight. But let me tell you this may hurt your feelings. You've been at home for 10 weeks. Those tears that they shed tonight are going to be happy tears because you're leaving. So, but seriously now, seniors, we're proud of you. You're fixing to take that big next step where some of you are going to go to college. Some of you are going to go find the job that you've always wanted. And some of you are going to the military to serve our country. The thing I always remembered about graduation, in 10 years, when you come back for your class reunion, that's when you're going to be judged about what you did after you left here. what kind of person you are, what kind of job you have, if you're parents, if you have kids. Everybody's going to look and see how well you've done and what you've accomplished within those 10 years. And that's always my favorite time to see, what happens after those 10 years and what great graduates we have. And, y'all are a special group because of 2020, and I wish you all the success in the world. Congratulations.
Thank you, Coach Taylor. I would like to introduce Zach Rodriguez, Senior Class Vice President, who will recognize our room parents.
We, the class of 2020, would like to thank all the room parents for their hard work. We appreciate all of your hours in the concession stands so that we could have a great senior year. When I call your names, please rise. Your son or daughter will find you. Georgina Barrera, Pam Emery, Daisy Taryn, and Shauna Taylor.
Thank you, Zach. Based on earned grades for coursework over the past 4 years, it is an honor for me to present this year's Idalou High School salutatorian. Please help me congratulate Ms. Desiree Randall. Desiree is graduating with a grade point average of 3.99. She will be attending South Plains College for her basics and will then continue to Southwestern Oklahoma State University to pursue nursing. Desiree will now give her salutatorian address.
Long time no see, you guys. One of my favorite quotes that I've heard and really taken to heart was written on my ag teacher's Collins's board this year, and it read, "Don't wait for things to get easier, simpler, better. Life will always be complicated. Learn how to be happy right now. Otherwise, you'll run out of time." This quote especially resonates during this crazy time we're living. Between every rowdy Friday night football game and dedicating hours to each individual extracurricular activity we were a part of, we became a class of determined and high-achieving individuals. Most of us became like family with our various sponsors and teammates. We have spent the last 4 years building memories and relationships that will leave a lasting impression on us throughout our lives. That being said, when we walked out of the halls of Idalou for spring break, none of us knew that it would be our last time to walk the halls and leave our mark on our school. Our lives have drastically changed over the past few months, and it's only the beginning of many more changes to come. However, as we go through this tough time, we shouldn't let it discourage us, but teach us to persevere through our entire lifetime. As we go our separate ways and make our own lives, we shouldn't forget the people who have been there to support us along the way and will still cheer us on as we go. So thank the teachers, parents, grandparents, and other people who so patiently helped us find our way to the place we are now. After 4 years of being with them, I would like to mention some special teachers to me and probably some other people and the lasting impressions they gave me. Please don't feel left out if I didn't specifically mention you, because we could really talk about our teachers for a while and because they've been really wonderful over the years. To start off with Ms. Case, you have been a wonderful example of showing us what it means to get knocked down by life and get up fighting. Your cheerful and resilient spirit shows us how to keep pushing towards our goals in life, even if the odds may be stacked against us. You also taught us to never take anything for granted because life truly is a special gift. Next thing I learned and will carry with me is how Fudd taught us to give our very best for everything we do. No matter what I was trying to achieve, Fudd always reminded me that everyone has the same amount of time in a day, 24 hours. What you choose to do with your 24 hours can make the world of difference in trying to reach your goals and success. And perhaps one of the most important things ever shown to me was by Collins, and that is to be selfless and caring. In a world that is ever changing, we must be compassionate and helpful to each other in order to keep the world a better place. So also thank the community we have grown up in and developed for standing with us the whole way. From every small milestone to the life-changing moments we've gone through, they have always encouraged us. Each one of us has grown and changed over the years into the person we are now, giving us each the opportunity to make a difference in the world. As this chapter in our lives closes, may we always remember the people who helped us and the community we come from, but never stop reaching for the person we can become or the changes we can make to this world. Thank you.
Thank you, Desiree. It is now an honor for me to present the top-ranked student in this year's graduating class. Our valedictorian for the class of 2020 is Ms. Dawson Riley. Dawson is graduating with a grade point average of 4.05. Dawson will be attending Wayland Baptist University to pursue her bachelor's degree in Christian ministry. Dawson will now give her valedictorian address.
The year of 2020 vision, the roaring 20s. For us, though, this is the year that we have been working towards our entire lives. It was a year that could not come soon enough, and then it was over too quickly. It has been a year of disappointment, loss, sadness, and the reality of life. Yet these emotions are not new to us. Seeing as we are the class that was born shortly before the September 11th attacks, or in the year following. For many sitting in the stands today, this changed the makeup of the world around them. But the new views and ideals of this world were all we have ever known. We have grown up with terrorism, disrespect, and just pure evil throughout our lives. We have seen selfishness present itself in various ways. We have grown up surrounded by technology, which has connected us in so many ways, yet disconnected us from the people right in front of us. As a society, we have been taught that the amount of likes you get is more important than the way we treat others. Yet, through the disappointment of this pandemic, we have seen our world step up to the plate to honor those serving on the front lines of this illness. We saw people go completely out of their way to help those that are high risk. And we have witnessed, especially here in Idalou, teachers and administrators that have gone above and beyond to continue to educate, to encourage, and to recognize the accomplishments sitting on this field today. Through the chaos and the letdowns, we have been able to witness some of the best qualities we have to offer each other. I've only lived in Idalou for a few years, but I can guarantee you that everything said outside of this town about it is true. This community expects greatness and will do everything in their power to help you achieve it. Coaches encourage their athletes to be students first, and teachers cheer on their students from the stands. The culture in this town is so rich and deep, yet so welcoming. The tradition of Idalou is winning, and while teachers, coaches, and citizens expect nothing less, they still support and encourage when we fall short, so long as we are giving our complete best. It does not stop there, though. They expect us to fail or lose with respect and grace, and to continue working to be better the next time. I was so honored to be a part of the pride found within this school. The work ethic found within each student here is unmatched, and that is thanks to every parent, teacher, and coach. Now, I did not grow up in Idalou, but I was blessed to have such great parents and mentors who instilled in me the same desire to give everything I had to anything I was involved in. I was never naturally gifted at anything, unlike my brother who always had a gift for music. I tried it, but quickly realized it was not for me. I always continued wanting to try everything. Even if I wasn't the best, or as Coach Harbert and I always laughed about, the fastest, I knew that so long as I gave everything I had to offer and worked hard, my dedication would be enough to encourage and lead those around me. Now, I am so blessed to be receiving this incredible honor, but it was not handed to me. Starting high school, I realized that achieving hundreds or even A's in all my classes was going to take an insane amount of work. I knew I was going to have to balance it all with church, volleyball, theater, family, and friends. But I was willing to accept the challenge. With all the late nights and early mornings finally paying off, it is a huge relief, but it doesn't come without its regrets. The sacrifice of time is something I and we cannot get back. I have family that I wish I'd spent more time with, friends I wish I'd made amends with, and people I wish I had slowed down and gotten to know better. I know many of you lost friends this year, and an elementary principal you may have considered family. They will truly never be forgotten, but this is life. It's unpredictable and often hurts, but that's not all it is. Life can be beautiful and freeing, especially when you find something to give all you have to. I encourage you to find that. Explore what brings you joy and run as fast as you can towards it. For me, the last 4 years, it was academics and the extracurricular events I was a part of. I enjoyed studying late into the night and getting to quiz myself with my mom. I loved turning something in that I knew was my best effort. Find that. And I loved being on the court, giving my best effort, and hearing my dad bark from the stands. Find something that you can pour everything you have within you to, and find people to support and encourage you. When you find something to work for, do not ever stop trying to achieve it. And if you achieve it, then find a new dream. I am so deeply sorry to you who did not get to finish your senior seasons. You all worked incredibly hard to be where you were on that baseball team, softball team, one-act play, academic UIL, band, and everything in between. I'm right there with you, and I know no words will ever make up for the disappointment of not finishing, but let's take this as our greatest lesson yet. Let it teach us to take in every second. May we be the generation who brings back living in the moment and loving with no restraints. I hope that whatever this next season of life brings you, that you find something worth giving your absolute all to, and that you wouldn't be scared to fail, but that courage would drive you to try again, to work harder, and to love deeper. But as we take the literal steps into our next chapter, let us not forget to recognize who all got us here. I'm not really sure if any of them are here today, but can we just say a huge thank you to all of the custodians, cafeteria workers, and groundskeepers who kept our schools clean and running? I don't know if they're here. Our teachers and coaches who pushed us past what we thought were our limits and taught us more than what was just on a test. And an extra thank you to Coach Lofton, who let us be the first group of people to break in the new field. The administrators who worked tirelessly to maintain order and to allow us to experience the one thing we have all dreamed of since we started school. Our family and friends who supported us, laughed and cried with us, and were there with us through it all. Next, our parents who love us unconditionally and are truly the reason we are all fixing to finally graduate. And lastly, this is to my fellow classmates. We did it! Thank you for allowing me to be a part of this amazing community alongside you all. I cannot wait to see how you change the world around us for the better.
Thank you, Dawson. We have several community and school organizations that are providing scholarships to members of the graduating senior class. Idalou High School is very grateful to these individuals and the organizations they represent for their generosity. The first scholarship award tonight will be given by school board member Jay Sage.
Good evening. Every year, the Idalou School Board provides a scholarship for the graduating class. The scholarship is funded by the Jerry Holt Memorial Golf Tournament. This year, students submitted their names online to Mrs. Lofton in order to apply for the scholarship. At this time, will the students who applied please stand? We will award 28 scholarships in the amount of $250 apiece to these students. Let's give them a round of applause, please.
Okay, the next 5 scholarships are provided by Idalou local groups. The first is the Idalou Civic and Culture Club. Students must complete an application along with an essay to apply. This year's recipient of a $500 scholarship is Madison Cook. Madison, please stand. Our next scholarship is provided by the Idalou High School class of 2014. The class of 2014 would like to present Charlotte Smalley with a scholarship in the amount of $1,200 in honor of her sister Elizabeth Smalley. The next local scholarship is provided by the Idalou Community Stock Show. This year, 10 seniors will receive the scholarships. Please stand when I call your name. Cutter Bland, Bailey Bozeman, Alyssa Elmore, J.C. Howard, Jordan Hunsaker, Tucker Kidd, Desiree Randall, Channing Shields, Charlotte Smalley, and Madison Taylor. The next scholarship is the UIL Academic Scholarship. This goes to students that participate in UIL academic events all 4 years of high school, and at least 1 year they attend the state level. This year, Shaylee Stovall will receive a scholarship for $300. And the next scholarship is provided by the Idalou Band Booster. This year, there are 5 recipients. Each will receive a $300 scholarship. Please stand when I call your name. Mia Cantu, Zachary Rodriguez, Dominic Rodriguez, Zariah Ruiz, and Arnett Veramontes. At this time, it is my privilege to present to you those students who are receiving scholarships other than the Idalou local scholarships. Students, as I call your name, please stand and be recognized. Members of the audience, we ask that you please hold your applause until the final student has been announced. J.C. Howard, Lubbock Christian University, 6,500. Xavier Smith, Texas Tech University Scholarship for 2,000. Jordan Hunsaker, Houston Stock Show Scholarship for 4,000 a semester, and the Area 1 FFA Scholarship. Shaylee Stovall, the Texas TILF UIL Scholarship, and the Lubbock Christian University Athletic Scholarship for 125,000. Mia Cantu, the Texas TILF UIL Scholarship, and the Hispanic Association of Women Scholarship for 1,000, and the Presidential Merit Scholarship for 2,000. Byron Goen, the Bel Air Bowling Scholarship for 75, the Idalou Booster Club Scholarship for 500, the Casey Powell Memorial Scholarship for 1,000, and the Student Success Scholarship for 3,000. Peyton Wynn, the Idalou Booster Club Scholarship for 500, FiberMax Caprock Basketball Classic for 1,000, the Sid Richardson Memorial Fund for 10,000. Kira Jones, Lubbock Christian University Academic for 3,000. Madeline Merrill, Home Builders Association Yearly Scholarship totaling 4,000, and the Lubbock Christian University Athletic Scholarship for 74,000. Channing Shields, the Texas Tech Presidential Merit Scholarship for 4,000, the Dell and Debbie Taylor Scholarship for 8,000, and the Texas FFA Scholarship for 20,000. Madison Cook, the Wildcat 4-H Club for 250, the Galen Stevens Memorial for 500, the J.T. and Margaret Talkington Endowment for 1,000, Texas Rural Electric Women's Association for 1,500, the South Plains Electric Co-op for 2,000, the Richard E. Cook Memorial for 2,000, and the Texas 4-H Opportunity Scholarship for up to 20,000. Evan Emery, the GI Bill, and the Texas Tech Presidential Scholarship for 1,000. Desiree Randall, Panhandle Plains Higher Education for 200, the South Plains College Salutatorian Scholarship for 8,000, and the Texas FFA Scholarship for 20,000. Alyssa Elmore, Ag Texas Monthly for 100, the Idalou 4-H Club for 250, the South Plains Electric Co-op for 1,000, and the Texas 4-H Opportunity Scholarship for up to 20,000. Hannah Gregory, the South Plains Gen Tech Scholarship for 1,000, the Texas Tech Fall Scholarship for 1,000, Texas Tech Residential Scholarship for 4,000, the 2020-2021 grant for 6,200, and the Texas Tech grant for 6,300. Bailey Bozeman, the Lubbock County Stock Show for 1,000, the South Plains Electric Co-op for 1,000, Presidential Merit Scholarship for 1,000, and the National FFA Scholarship for 2,000. Charlotte Smalley, the Colton Bentley Memorial Scholarship for 500, the Permian Basin Fair Scholarship for 1,000, the Presidential Merit Scholarship for $1,000, the Lubbock County Stock Show Scholarship for $1,000, South Plains Electric Co-op Scholarship for $1,000, the Texas Tech University AT&T Scholarship for $2,500, the Texas Tech Residential Grant for $4,000, the Texas Tech Federal Grant for $4,500, and the Big Tech Scholarship for $6,000. And Dawson Riley, the Wayland Baptist Legacy Scholarship for $1,000, the Wayland Baptist Honor Program for $1,100 a year, the Children of Texas Baptist Ministers for $2,500 a year, the Tuition Equalization Grant for $3,400, and the Wayland Baptist Presidential Scholarship for $53,000. This class earned a total of $540,000 in scholarships. Let's give them a hand. Okay, now I would like to take the time to honor our graduates that have chosen the honorable path to join the United States military. First, we have Ms. Zariah Calvillo. Zariah is joining the United States Marine Corps. Zariah will go to boot camp on November 2nd in South Carolina. Next, we have Ms. Arnett Veramontes. Arnett is joining the United States Navy. Arnett will attend boot camp in Illinois on December 1st. And finally, we have Mr. Anthony Barrios. Anthony has joined the United States Marine Corps. Anthony will attend boot camp in San Diego on September 8th. We thank y'all for your service.
Woo! Let's go. We'd like to take a moment to recognize our local churches and businesses who donated money and purchased gift cards for our seniors this year. First Baptist Church of Idalou, Idalou United Methodist Church, Idalou Church of Christ, Idalou Catholic Church, Primera Iglesia, Cantex Roofing and Construction, Massey Irrigation, Isenfoot Insurance Agency. Please give them a round of applause.
So this is the time you guys have all been waiting for. At this time, on behalf of Mr. Gibson and the Idalou Board of Trustees, I certify that these graduating seniors have met all state and local requirements for high school graduation as set by the Texas State Board of Education and the Idalou Independent School District and are ready to receive their diplomas. Our assistant principal, Mr. Jerry Estrada, will come forward to announce each graduate as they receive their diploma.
Now we will ask each of our graduates, starting with our top-ranked students. Dawson Riley, daughter of Chris and Amber Riley. Desiree Randall, daughter of Alan and Francis Randall. Charlotte Smalley, daughter of Kelly Staley Stovall, daughter of Ty Stovall and Deborah Swanson. Evan Emery, son of Cam Emery and David Emery. Mia Cantu, daughter of Joe and Mary Cantu and Julia and Mark Clay. Channing Shields, daughter of Brandon and Angela Shields. Madison Taylor, daughter of Jeff and Shauna Taylor. Bailey Bozeman, daughter of Derek and Jennifer Bozeman. Don't forget to pause for a picture. Madison Cook, daughter of Charlotte Cook and the late Richard Cook. John Bradford Hale, son of Dr. Andy Hale and Della Hale, and Randy and Janie Brightwell. Jalen Garrett, daughter of Lynn and Michael Benson. Lily Luther, daughter of Harry and Rhonda the Bus. Jordan Hunsaker, daughter of Daniel and Amanda Hunsaker. Madeline Merrill, daughter of Warren and Amy Merrill. Kira Jones, daughter of Nathan and Mandy Jones. Cheney Light, son of Justin and Ginger Light. J.C. Howard, daughter of Randy and Christy Howard. Byron Goldman, son of Brandon and Amy Goldman. Noe Xavier Smith, son of Robert and Dulce Smith. Michaela Rodriguez, daughter of Elisab and Kimberly Andrade. Alyssa Elmore, daughter of Cynthia and Kevin Fry. Peyton Wynn, daughter of Ginger Wynn and Rocky Wynn. Courtney Cantu, daughter of Johnny and Donna Cantu. Caden Mays, son of Cody and Shauna Mays. Gunnar Dodson, son of Kendra Jackson. Zariah Ruiz, daughter of Joe and Anna Ruiz. Alicia Gonzalez, daughter of Stephen Gonzalez and Lisa Delagarza. Alexis Clark, daughter of Heather and Marty Roberts and Casey Clark. Dominic Rodriguez, son of Maria Garcia and Richard Rodriguez. Arnett Vidamontes, daughter of Alfredo and Regina Vidamontes. Erin Elaine Waddle, daughter of Alan Waddell and Melissa Spoon Waddell. Abigail Sexton, daughter of Lydia De Leon and Kelly Reynolds. Tucker Kidd, son of R.N. and Lindy Hopper, and Mark and Katrina Kidd. Hannah Gregory, daughter of Juana Augusta and Rhea Gregory. Carly Owens, daughter of Kimbrough Owens and Carl Owens. Ian Collins, son of Jesse and Lori Collins. Jasmine Acosta, daughter of Leticia Escobar and Salvador Acosta. Jorge Ariciaga, son of Jorge Ariciaga and Angie Gardner.
Super proud of you. We're gonna miss you.
Gabriel Ferreira, son of Alfredo and Georgina Ferreira.
Is that your mom?
Yes. One of my sisters.
Do you have a gift?
Anthony Barrios, son of Gerald and Erica Barrios.
Congratulations. We're gonna miss you.
Cutter Bland, son of Lance and Tina Bland. Zariah Calvillo, daughter of Luis and Esperanza Calvillo. Christina Eichenberg, daughter of Ron and Jennifer Eichenberg. Phoenix Fabula, son of Gary and Jacqueline Fabula. Hannah Flores, daughter of Sam and Dee Flores. Jordan Hall, daughter of Kevin and Sandy Hood. Dylan Lopez, son of Leticia Himosa. Eric Luna, son of Arturo Luna and Miriam Huerta.
There we go.
Isaiah Perez, son of Steve and Susie Perez. Landry Ramirez, daughter of Dion and Earl Ramirez.
Congratulations.
Cameron D'Angelo Rodriguez, son of Lupe Rodriguez and Donica Garcia. Ray Rodriguez, son of Luis and Celia Rodriguez. Zachary Rodriguez, son of Ricky Rodriguez and Vicky Rodriguez.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Isaiah Torres, son of Santiago Torres, and Addie Ortega.
I'm sorry. There you go. There you go.
Walk on.
Xavier Taryn, son of Johnny and Daisy Taryn. Victoria Ann Imada,
Hey, hold on.
Please stand with me for the turning of the test. Class of 2020, please join me in turning your tassel from the right to the left.
Please stand for the benediction. Dear God, I come to you right now with a truly grateful heart. I thank you for the amazing teachers, coaches, and administrators that have helped us get to this point. I thank you for my fellow classmates and their resilience to finish despite the circumstances. I pray that we would continue to have that drive the rest of our lives, to push through and to fight for what we believe in, no matter what the world tells us. I ask that you would bless each student here as we step into the next chapter of our lives. I thank you for all the parents, family members, friends, and mentors that have pushed us and encouraged us throughout our lives. May we never forget the journey that got us here. I pray that we would all allow you to use us for your glory, and may we remember that you work all things out for your good. Amen. At this time, we will view our senior videos. After the videos, please remain seated until the stadium lights come back on. We will then start to dismiss graduates along with their families one at a time. Thank you for coming. Was I supposed to say that, or you did great? You did perfect.
I would like to take a moment to make sure that we give a round of applause to all of our admin team, our coaches, our teachers who volunteered, our security, and especially our IT department that's helping with all of the video, sound, our photographers, and the videos that we're about to watch. If you'll give them a round of applause, please.
I always knew this day would come. We'd be standing one by one with our future in our hands. So many dreams, so many plans. I always knew after all these years there'd be laughter, there'd be tears, but never thought I'd walk away with so much joy but so much pain. And it's so hard to say goodbye, but yesterday's gone, we gotta keep moving on. I'm so thankful for the moment, so glad I got to know you. The times that we had, I'll keep like a photograph and hold you in my heart forever. I'll always remember you. Another chapter in the book, can't go back but you can look, and there we are on every page, memories I'll always save. Up ahead only open doors, who knows what we're heading towards. I wish you love, I wish you luck, for you the world just opens up, but it's so hard to say goodbye. Yesterday's gone, we gotta keep moving on. I'm so thankful for the moment, so glad I got to know you. The times that we had, I'll keep like a photograph and hold you in my heart forever. I'll always remember you. Every day that we had, all the good, all the bad, I'll keep them here inside. All the times that we shared, every place, everywhere, you touched my life. Yeah, one day we'll look back, we'll smile and we'll laugh, but right now we just cry, 'cause it's so hard to say goodbye. Yesterday's gone, we gotta keep moving on. I'm so thankful for the moment, so glad I got to know you. The times that we had, I'll keep like a photograph and hold you in my heart forever. I'll always remember you. I'll always remember you. I'll always remember you.
Daddy, I'm afraid. Won't you stay a little while? Keep me safe, 'cause there's monsters right outside. Daddy, please don't go. I don't wanna be alone, 'cause the second that you're gone, they're gonna know. Before he went to bed, he grabbed my hand and said, just 'cause I'm leaving, it don't mean that I won't be right by your side. When you need me, you can't see me in the middle of the night. Just close your eyes and say a prayer. It's okay, I know you're scared when I'm not here, but I'll always be right there. Even though I'm leaving, I ain't going nowhere. Dad will be late, and Uncle Sam don't like to wait. He's got a big old plane that's gonna take me far away. I know I act tough, but there's a churning in my gut, 'cause I just can't call you up when things get rough. Before I left, he hugged my neck and said, just 'cause you're leaving, it don't mean it. I won't be right by your side when you need me. You can't see me in the middle of the night. Just close your eyes and say a prayer. It's okay, I know you're scared. I might be here, but I'll always be right there. Even though you're leaving, I ain't going nowhere. Won't you stay a little while? I never thought I'd see the day I had to say goodbye. Daddy, please don't go. I can't do this on my own. There's no way that I can walk this road alone. Daddy grabbed my hand and said, just 'cause I'm leaving, it don't mean it. I won't be right by your side when you need me and you can't see me in the middle of the night. Just close your eyes and say a prayer. It's okay, boy, I ain't scared. I won't be here, but I'll always be right there. Even though I'm leaving, I ain't going nowhere. Going nowhere.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
Who knew? All the planes we flew, good things we've been through, that I'll be standing right here talking to you about another path. I know we love to hit the road and laugh, but something told me that it wouldn't last. Had to switch up, look at things different, see the bigger picture. Those were the days, hard work forever pays. Now I see you in a better place. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side, and now you gon' be with me for the last ride.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
First you both go out your way and the vibe is feeling strong, and what's small turn to a friendship turn to a bond, and that bond will never be broken, the love will never get lost. And when brotherhood come first, then the line will never be crossed. Established it on our own when that line had to be drawn, and that line is what we reach, so remember me when I'm gone. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side, and now you gon' be with me for the last ride.
Let the light guide your way. Yeah. Hold every memory as you go, and every road you take will always lead you without you, my friend. And I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.